two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? You ever get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 31. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards on the ground.
And the Giants.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 59 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Gain on the play. And it's
the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. Partner, we had a game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jabal Sheard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That is caught left side by Bryant. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On the keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the end. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Giants 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Calais Campbell.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
It's a gain of...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
New York.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones now throwing on first down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Couple of 3rd-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones trying to lay one up deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Golden Tate. As time expires in the first half, then the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
New York.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
3-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
The 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Leonard Williams able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 9-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyler Fackrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A little juke. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Matt Judon.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Jones pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton.
Jones
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Now Jones.
3rd down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
On the option is Jackson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Patrick Queen on the...
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And Tate's got it. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Ravens 52, Giants 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount.
Golden Tate's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
Golden Tate. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Ravens 52, Giants 34.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this